What is up, good people? Good evening and another happy Fly Friday. Shern, Cut Us Move, EP Digital, back to you once again on a lovely Fly Friday 15, bringing you some new and interesting information about the flying car industry, eVTOL, urban air vehicles. Sharon Peters, Cut Us Move EP Digital with Nanco Aero, Nanco Tech. So this week, awesome week so far in the industry. It's always a good week in flying cars. Another fly week. We have to you bringing Xpeng. Another car design came out this week. I caught it, but did you catch it? And what we're going to really dive into is how important is the body? We're talking body. Whenever you look at a car, a nice car, I'm not sure what some people's favorite car style, right? But there's something with the body of the vehicle that's really the acceptance part of a vehicle. So when it comes to these flying cars that we plan to develop, is the body important? Matter of fact, what type of body really moves you, right? Like big bodies, thin body, skinny body, for flying cars, what type of bodies are we talking about? So we got Client Vision, which is like a cross between a car and an airplane. So you got car bodies, you got airplane bodies, you got those cross in between bodies, you got helicopter bodies, right? Which one would be best for you? And that's what I want to know. So for us, I believe I already have my pick, right? So let's analyze it for a second. You got airplanes, right? Most people I find who are going to fly these flying cars are going to be not really the people who fly planes on a daily basis, but more so drive cars on a daily basis. So when it comes to acceptance for a body of that vehicle, do you think those car drivers are going to want an airplane body to get into on a daily basis? I don't think so. Car drivers are used to cars. They're going to want to get into some cars. Hence the Xpeng. The Xpeng is one of the, first vehicles I've seen in a while, right? That actually has this automobile style. I like it. I dig it. Not as good as ours, of course, but I dig it. You are going in the right direction with that. Still, as you can see, if you followed from last week, they are violating a very important rule when it comes to developing urban air vehicles. I wonder if you can let me know. If you can, we'll give you a prize for next week if you can figure out what rule are they violating in developing their urban air vehicle, because I'm not buying that or flying that, even though I like that body. See, the body right there is something good. It's futuristic, but the most important part is the pilot and the passengers can easily get in and out of, right? Now, you might have saw a few concepts in which there's, the pilot is just open to the atmosphere. Here, a vehicle, car body can protect the passenger, can protect the pilot from the environment, from propellers. You protecting the passengers in this style of vehicle versus the other ones where they are totally exposed. So that's a good thing. Hence why I like that. I like the car body versus the airplane body, because the airplane body you can't get in and out of easily. It's like that little hatch on the side. You ever be on an airplane? How do you enter in an airplane? It's just the one door, right? How would you like to get into your car with one door on one side? Nah, that's not happening. That's not my type of flying car, and I know you guys would agree with me. So when it comes to analyzing the body of these new urban air vehicles, you got to wonder, right? What is going to be sellable to the real people who are going to want to fly them, are going to advocate for them, are going to love them, right? That body is very important. Satisfying that criteria is very important. And that's along with the safety. We covered that last week. But that style, you guys let me know what's going to be a good style. If you find a style you hate, let me know you hate it. If you find a style you love, let me know you love it. I'm taking a survey to see what do people think. But me, automobile all day, right? So flying cars, meaning a car that can fly, not necessarily a plane that can drive, not a helicopter that can roll. No, none of that. Flying car, lifting straight up. No need for airport, right? Protected passenger, all the good stuff on there. That's what we're going for. So let me know on that. And we're going to dive into the next section, the next topic, meaning. Oh man, it seems to me, I don't know, I'm noticing as I develop our vehicle, I started with a lot of innovation in the beginning. And again, I've had this idea or these ideas since at least the early 2000s. Nobody was thinking about those things. And over the years, I felt comfortable not telling anybody my ideas because, the industry, nobody's thinking about this stuff. So I'm safe in the future when I eventually do. But these days, they're starting to, think like I'm thinking. Again, I'm further ahead in thinking along those paths, but I'm starting to notice the industry and industry players are starting to move in our direction, especially in terms of the body. I haven't seen those before, right? An actual vehicle body, but now simulation. I believe before these vehicles are everywhere, you are going to fly them. You are going to experience them first in the box. What do I mean by that? Simulation. Pilots are going to need to train, are going to definitely need to train on a simulator well before flying the actual vehicle. The developers are going to need to develop their vehicles in the simulator well before building the real one. And we are doing the same thing. We've actually already on that route. We're already developing our simulator. But I got an article this week stating that, yes, how important simulation is going to be to the industry, providing that the engineering in it or the knowledge, the experience, the processes, laying and discovering a lot of those things are going to happen in the simulator. So another two companies, I don't remember the name. I guess you could post the article up. But they're going along the path of developing their own simulator with an emphasis on training pilots. Now, yes, that's exactly what we are doing. As we build the vehicle, we're going to train the pilots to fly these vehicles. You can't build, I can't believe it. In this article, it actually laid out that these vehicles were being developed and already flying, but they didn't train any pilots for them. Well, who's going to fly it? It's crazy. Not here. We're developing the vehicle and we are developing the pilots. The vehicle and the pilots, they go hand in hand. The information that the pilots need, the vehicle needs, and vice versa. I don't see how they would ever be separated. And to think that some vehicle manufacturers only noticed it as an after effect and not in the beginning. For us, right from the beginning. So we have our development for the vehicle and we have the development for our simulator. Now you will be able to, you can go on our website now, www.nanco.aero, look for the button to fly the simulator. You can get the initial experience in there now. We are soon to have it on the Oculus platform. We are developing it for the VR. So as you can see on this picture, and you can see the rig. The rig is very similar to a helicopter. So what makes them think that you guys are going to rather fly a helicopter style for these urban air vehicles? Seems as if they are going to force fit what's already out there rather than innovating for your best interest. Hence, we're going to take it the right way and use this simulator to study the best ways to fly these flying cars. And that's for your benefit as the end user, the end pilots for our vehicles, right? So the simulation is a phenomenal tool for pilots and anybody interested to get to gain the experience in flying, for us as the developer in order to gain the information from the pilot to satisfy the pilot, as well as training for the pilot. So if you're interested, Go on the website, download the simulator, give us some feedback. Stay tuned for the next versions, the next upgrades, and we're going to have some fun with it. And look for some surprises in the future. We're going to make some money on here too. So we got that for you. Stay tuned. And leading to that big competition question, who do you think will win in a war battle? These flying cars or a helicopter? Now, that's a question that I've been wrestling with in my head. So these flying cars, quadcopters, are, personal air vehicles. The Army, when they first developed the helicopter, other flying cars or other flying apparatuses were on the menu. They were developing them too back in the 50s. But why did the helicopter survive more than the other vehicles? Well, the Army found that the helicopter was more of a war or a battle vehicle, more so than the others. And this one being displayed here from Bell, oh, that's a nice helicopter. So for these urban air vehicles, eVTOLs, to be developed, are they better than this? And if they are, in what manner? Can they go against this in war? So if we put some guns on our urban air vehicle and you put some guns on a helicopter, who is going to take who down? And that's going to be a real question in the future. That's what the defense wants to know. They really want to know that, because if these vehicles beat a helicopter, then now you have a new king of the skies. And that is a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands. If you could find something better than a helicopter and more agile than a helicopter, then you have something great. And that's what we're developing. That's what we're working on. How to beat a helicopter, to be more agile than a helicopter, especially in an urban environment, right? And at some point in time, we're going to have to go up against a helicopter. And if you're developing a vehicle, you're going to have to go up against a helicopter as well. And the question is, who's going to win? And I put my bets. I got my bets. I'm not going to say, you obviously already know, but I got my bets. And I want that fight. I want that fight bad. Because I got not necessarily got something to prove, but engineering wise, is something to prove here, right? That's almost like the going against a Goliath. I find helicopters to be a tank of the sky. Urban air vehicles, maybe a little bit more of an SUV, sedan, perhaps maybe a coupe, right? Something small. So that something small should be more agile, right? These modern day weapons are a whole lot more lighter and can cause more damage per the amount of weight of payload. So if you adapt the right vehicle, the right agility on that vehicle with the right weapons, that helicopter just may be in some trouble. And that's what we're going to experiment with in the future. So let me know if you got questions. If you think, oh, hell no, there's no way these flying cars are going to beat a helicopter. I want to know, place your bets. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm not religiously not a betting man, but I like to engineer some good stuff. And I'm after defeating the helicopter. So if you're a helicopter designer, just know you got some good competition, buddy. And looking at the video here, the flying car. Now, in terms of agility, that's no competition. Like the airplane, it will not be able to beat a helicopter. I mean, that's a helicopter or a flying car or urban air vehicle. This is not a flying car. I would say a driving plane. But we'll call it a flying car. We'll give them that one. But it's definitely not an eVTOL. So eVTOL is where you're going to get your agility, right? No need for a runway. No need for any of that. Agility. Just elite, dangerous agility. Not dangerous in which it'll crash. No. Fully stable. But if you were to go to war against it, yeah, just know you're in danger, buddy. Superior vehicle. Superior machine, superior technology. That's what we're bringing. So, new age nerds, Nanco Tech, Nanco Aero on another Fly Friday 15 to dive into some details of the industry, to get the conversation going. So let me know what you think. That is our time for today, and I hope you loved it. And I wish you all a Fly Friday. See y'all again next week. Peace.